Today we're going to look at the digital voltmeter, or multimeter in this case, and these are very useful tools to use in the trade. Or this one in particular will measure AC volts or DC volts, and it's also an ohmmeter. It can be set up to measure amperage, which is the flow, but you would have to switch it over the red lead over to the amperage. But today we're going to look at the voltmeter function and the ohmmeter function. Now it has a 9-volt battery inside to run the digital board inside to give you an accurate reading, and it's fairly durable, but not something you want to drop on a regular basis. It has a little stand on the back that you can set it on the valve cover or the battery, and you must have the proper leads to go in that all multimeters use. And we have red for the positive, and we have black for the zero or ground. You'll notice there's a common socket, and that's what the black goes into. So this is set up for reading voltage, and it's set up for reading ohms. It is not set up for reading amperage, but we're not going to do that test. Now, to use this, we have to turn it on to the proper scale, and we want to read that battery's voltage, and that is a direct current or DC voltage reading we're going to do. And we have the DC volts right here with 1000 as a maximum, and then if we switch it to 1000, that's the maximum, but that's too much. 200, well, that's better. That'll give us 1 decimal place. And we have 20, which is probably the correct scale, because it's a 12-volt battery, and that would give us a very accurate reading. And there's 2 volts or 2000 millivolts and 200 millivolt. Those would not be useful for us. So we've chosen the 20 maximum volt scale. So I'm going to place this on the battery, and there's positive, negative, and I'll just take a voltage reading. And we see it's a little over 10 volts or 10.36 volts, and that tells us the battery is discharged. If I, by mistake, had these switched, the only difference would be there would be a negative sign in, and it does not hurt the meter. So that's the voltmeter function. We could use that for searching circuits, the 5-volt feed for the sensors to make sure it is 5 volts, or read the throttle position switch, voltage output, and all sorts of things like this. It doesn't take any, well, it takes just a tiniest bit of power from the battery to make that reading. So it doesn't affect the circuit. So it's very handy. The other function is we're going to use the ohmmeter, and that is here. See, ohms, and ohms is the resistance as volts is the pressure, but ohms will give us the resistance, and it'll also tell us if a wire or a filament or a contact in a relay is conducting current. So if I'll set this back on the battery and turn it to 200 ohms, because anything I'm going to measure in automotive isn't got a lot of resistance. And I've got a tail light bulb here, which has 2 filaments in it and the ground. And if I didn't know if this was working or not, I could tell if the filaments are broken or not with the ohmmeter. So I'll put contact there, 1 lead there, and 1 lead here. And if I get any reading whatsoever, that means that filament must be conducting current. I'll just quickly check the other one. And yes, it's working also. So, I know this bulb is good. I don't have to guess. I don't have to look at the filaments. The multimeter told me that it was good. Before I put it away, I turn it off because I don't want to kill the 9-volt battery in the back. And I'm going to wind the leads up so they don't get damaged, and put it away in the cabinet. Thank you very much.